Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 3 a.m. here in New York, doing some research for you guys on Mydefipet, trying to figure out what I'm going to make my next video about. And I came across something that absolutely blew my mind. And 99% of everybody who read it absolutely read through it and did not understand the significance of what I just read. If you read the title, you read it correctly. Can one Dpet NFT sell for over 100K? Absolutely, and probably possibly 3-4 times that amount. Here's the deal we're gonna make. I'm gonna run through you guys how I came across this. And if you guys feel like I'm full of it, leave a thumbs down. I will accept it. Go at me in the comment. If you agree, leave me a thumbs up, and just so other people can find this video, and let me guys know what you think. So let's go. So I'm going through this Medium article. I'm like, all right, let me start doing some research because I don't like giving misinformation out. So as I'm going through, okay, the tutorials, I read through them. And the funny thing is, these guys, 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗟, I'm actually staking 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗟 over 1,000 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥 because I've done some research on them a few months ago. And I was like, okay, I'll bite. And I just realized it's actually the same people that brought us Mydefipet, right? So let's keep going. So I'm reading through all of these. Okay, all right, interesting. And I came across this feature. I'm like, oh, well, okay, let's check this one out. Because I'm going through, okay, now I'm getting interested because I'm learning what, these are the ones that we're buying for now, by the way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other ones. So it's 8 altogether. This is the only egg that we're buying right now, which is why if you guys watched my earlier video, I did say save your money, save some of your Dpet tokens, because there's going to be other eggs coming out. You may want to save, a couple of dollars to get these. But okay, so I'm going through, I'm reading. Oh, okay, still interesting. Okay. And I came across this article. Well, let's check what this means. I'm going to leave a link to this page right here in case you guys want to read it for yourself. So I started finding this page very interesting. I'm like, Spike. Oh, okay. Well, let's read what Spike is about, blah, blah, blah. Only comes out at night to hunt. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're going to have like a day or night cycle. Okay. Adonis is more of the fire type pet. Oh, okay. This guy seems to be more of damage type pet. Okay. 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗟, okay, it seems to be more of those, maybe a warrior type. If we're reading through, I will make a video where we read through each one of these for those of you guys who may not have the time, because that's what I'm here for. So I'm going through 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗟. I'm like, oh, okay, 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗟 seems to be more like a healer type jet. This guy, Rudolph, seems to be more like of the tank type. Oh, okay. So I'm going through it. I get to Venom. I'm like, okay, I'm still going through it. Do you guys see what I see? Let me help you guys understand. Based on the above information and up to 8 different species, it allows us to create more than 2 million creatures. More than 2 million creatures can be bred. Okay, let's keep going. Full variety that few games have ever allowed to do. This is what makes the game different and unique compared to other games of the same type. The variety of each species will create a huge exchange for users to exchange with other players. And they give us a sample. For example, this is a demon. Okay, sorry, not demon. Demo of a random bred creature. For example, Spike, which is this guy here. And he was bred with a wing popper and Rudolph, which means there was already one that was bred between the wing popper and the Rudolph, and then one from a Spike. Okay, so it was one that was already pre-bred, and a regular Spike gave us this one. So as we're going through, right? But then I stopped and I went back and I said, wait a minute. Let me figure this out. You can breed and have a different combination of over 2 million creatures, and all of a sudden it clicked. It's like a light bulb went off. So let me help you. Let's zoom in so you guys can understand what I'm trying to tell you. More than 2 million creatures. Now let me ask you guys a question. If you breed a super rare type of Dpet, what are the chances? And by the way, the reason they're saying over 2 million creatures, that also means each Dpet, you could have 2 Rudolph and they have complete different stats. You can have 2 Spikes and they have complete different stats. You can have 100 Rudolph and every last one of them have different stats. If you can have an option of having an outcome of over 2 million types, what are the chances of somebody getting the exact same one that you have? This creates a situation where yours could literally be one of a kind. Is it impossible that somebody else can get the same monster or the same Dpet? I didn't mean to say monster, but the same Dpet as yours. Is it possible? Yes. Extremely unlikely, but not impossible. Do you guys hear the word? It is extremely or extremely highly unlikely, but not impossible. But the chances of 2 people creating the exact same or something very similar when there's over 2 million different creatures that could be created is extremely unlikely. So if you are lucky enough to breed a one of a kind, that is pretty much a next to almost guaranteed. Not guaranteed, but almost next to guaranteed. It is going to be a one of a kind. Let me ask you guys a question. From what we've experienced the last few months, the amount of money that people are throwing at NFTs or rare NFTs, what do you guys think this can go for? That's when it clicked. Not only that, we have a game where you can do PvP. You can use it to stake. You can use it to earn more Dpet tokens. You can use it to breed. If you breed one of those, imagine using that highly rare, 1 out of 2 million plus chances of getting, how many people are willing to pay a high net amount for that one Dpet so they can use that one to breed other Dpets. That's the part most people miss. They probably realize, hey, I can have a super rare one, but they're not thinking, or they didn't come to the realization that you could use that specific super rare Dpet to give you a higher chance of getting even better or something close to it, because it's the genes. They mentioned that a few times. It's the genes that's within the Dpet. When 2 species are combined, it is highly probable that the infinite species or the organization based on the identified character of the parents. There is somewhere in here where it mentioned the genes. The species have character of utilized size of tails, okay. But it does mention the gene somewhere. I don't know exactly what it was read, but if you come through here and you read it, you will find it. It mentioned the genes have something to do with it. And most people missed it. They didn't caught on to it. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think it is possible to have a Dpet NFT that can go for over 100K? Is it likely? Chances of you pulling one out is rare. But is it possible? And if you guys can say yes, leave your like, drop a comment, let me know if you guys agree. In the meantime, this is NFT Hut. Level up and game on. I'll see you guys in the next video.